Go ahead, Chief.
So good morning. I'm TK Waters. I'm Chief of Investigations with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. This morning about 1 a.m., patrol officers conducted a traffic stop at Lim Turner and Dunn Avenue regarding a red light violation. Once they stopped the car in the Big Chief parking lot, they approached the vehicle on the driver's side and began having a conversation with the driver. The driver was cooperative, as did everything that the officers asked him to do. They began to have a conversation with the passenger on the passenger side, the front passenger side. They noticed immediately that he had a bulletproof vest on, a ballistic vest on, which of course made them alerted them to. It's just suspicious. They also noticed a smell of marijuana coming out of the vehicle and started having a discussion with them about that. At that point, that passenger said, "I don't talk to the police," and refused to answer any questions. They asked him at that point to get out of the vehicle. He refused to get out of the vehicle. They ended up having to extract him from the vehicle. As they were trying to place handcuffs on him, they noticed a firearm on the right side of his body with a magazine sticking out pretty far. They said they announced that there was a gun present. As they were handcuffing him, he snatched away, took a swing at one of the officers, and ran. As he was running away, he got to the corner of the business. He turned around and started firing shots at our police officers. Officers returned fire. There was a running gun battle between the officers and the subject. He went down to the ground at that point. They continued to fire as he fired on them until he was incapacitated. Once they took him in custody, rescue was called for him, and he was transported to a local hospital with severe and serious injuries. He's currently still alive at a local hospital. The vehicle was occupied 5 times. 4 others ran on foot. Though 3 of those others were caught, there's 1 still outstanding, and I would just ask the community to be vigilant. It's a male, Hispanic male, about 20, 25 years old. But I would just ask the community to be vigilant, and if you see anything suspicious, please give us a call. The State Attorney's Office is on scene this morning conducting an independent investigation along with us. No officers were injured in this incident, and we are ready to take questions if you guys have any.
How many officers total in this exchange of fire?
2.
And then, starting from Big Chief, how far did they go trading bullets?
To the middle of the street, which was, I think, Lim Turner.
Approximate distance?
It's hard to estimate, really. I'd rather not. We have ETs they'll measure that for us and get us exact measurements.
How many shots do you think were fired in all?
Several. There were several.
Chief, you said that it was a noticeable magazine. Would it have been like a standard magazine size for the firearm or extended?
No, it was extended.
You said there were 5 people in that car at the time?
There were 5 people, yes.
And you said right now 4 others like they ran away from the scene were caught?
The driver, I'm sorry, I may have misspoke. The driver was in custody. The 3 passengers in the back, they did run, yes.
And 1 of them is still outstanding?
Yes.
There's 4 total.
There's 5 total in the car.
Okay.
I see you have a neighborhood quarter mile or so down, sealed off. What is the relation there?
That was just to keep our perimeter closed and to try to capture anybody that we could capture that may have run during this incident.
So as far as you know, the neighborhood's okay? Like they're not?
Yes. As far as we know, everything's okay in the neighborhoods, yes.
Any bullets hit any businesses?
We're still in the middle of that investigation now, trying to determine all that.
We also know that you said there's no threat to the public right now, but we also know that there was like a crash from someone who was driving in this area. What would you say to people who are trying to drive around?
I would say be patient with us. Thank you for your patience, and we will continue. We'll get this cleared up as quickly as we can, but just be safe, be careful.
Is that officer okay with that crash that was over, I guess, back this way?
I don't know about that crash specifically.
I'm just going to expand on that. Was there an officer crash?
I don't know about that. He may be able to provide more information about that.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Chief.